Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Justice League, issue number 10. God, dude, DC, stop doing these amazing covers, man. We're not worthy. We're not worthy. So I'm loving these, man. Loving these. There's a whole lot of good in this issue, specifically the very first page, which if you're a huge Aquaman fan like I am, dude, you're gonna, oh my God, you're gonna love this first page. It's a beautiful, beautiful page. So but let's get into the crux of the book itself. That's the rest. First off, this is called Drowned Earth, the prelude. So this issue, the preview for Drowned Earth. And guys, don't forget, afterwards, the story is going to continue. The story is going to continue in Aquaman number 41. When does that issue come out? Oh, same week. Just saying, same week. Go ahead and check out this review. It should come out right after this review. Okay, so let's get into the book itself. Let's look at who's involved in this book. Drowned Earth Prelude. Scott Snyder is the writer. Francis Manapul does art, colors, and cover. Damn, Francis, chill out, man. Tom Napolitano does letters. Jim Lee, Scott Williams, and Alex Sinclair did the variant cover. It's a gorgeous variant cover, man. Love that. Love that. I love all of this. So, Aquaman is just looking good in this. Wonder Woman is looking good in this. I love these costumes. Firestar is in the Firestar. Did I just say Firestar? Firestorm is in this. Tell me I did not just say that. So Firestorm is in this. He's kicking butt. He's taking names. He's jacking everybody up. Not really. What do you call it? There's a lot in here. Like Adam Strange is in here, and everybody's just... It's one of those typical things where Scott Snyder, God bless him, has never played Dungeons & Dragons. And if he has played Dungeons & Dragons, he's never been a very good Dungeons & Dragons player. Because all he does in these stories, he just keeps on splitting the party. And everybody who's played Dungeons & Dragons knows you never split the freaking party. So there's like 3 different teams out there. One of them gets almost no play whatsoever. Martian Manhunter, Green Lantern, John Stewart, and Shiera, just looking all good like she is. And sorry, I just saw a quick picture of Jarro. That's baby Starro in a jar. You're not going to get much better than that, man. That's just awesome. So there's a whole bunch of stories in here. There's an ancient Atlantean warrior that I don't remember ever being mentioned before. There's this thing called the Clarion, which is basically like a cosmic conch shell that summons things. Cute. There's a lot of stuff in here, man. Arion, yeah, is this dude who's this ancient warrior. And they're like, somehow they're summoned to a ship, and I don't know how they're summoned to a ship. Like things happen. It's slowly killing me. But here's the bad part about the book, all right? Things happen in the book, and they're MacGuffins, all right? So the MacGuffin here is some kind of a cosmic key that's supposed to unlock this dimension door to go someplace for some kind of a thing, and we really don't know what's going on. I think it's explained, but I'm just, I don't know, too dumb to understand it, I guess. There's just way too much going on. The whole comic is convoluted, as it's always been. And dude, I remember talking to you guys and saying that I talked to James Tynion IV, and he explained how, you know, when he writes a book, he's going to fix some things, but Scott Snyder's officially going to slow down, and, you know, like the comic isn't going to be so convoluted anymore. I'm sorry, but James Tynion lied through his teeth. He looked me bold in the face and told me that rain on my head is not actually somebody peeing on me. It's actually rain. Lied to me, bold to my face, man. Love the dude, absolutely love the dude. But no, this comic book has not slowed down. I guess it's gotten more focused, but it's still all over the place. It's just, it's a bit like, okay, we're in the sea. We're in the sea. So as opposed to, you know, in the Great White North, like way up at the top of the world, right? True North, ultimate True North. True North actual. And we're up there, and instead of having the entire universe throwing stuff at us, and like, here's a universe full of crap that Scott Snyder's throwing at us, he's like, no, I'm just going to throw some Atlantean stuff at you. But it's all of it. It's all of it. And it's all stuff that he made up. And it's cool. It's very imaginative. But could you slowly work in all of this stuff? Case in point, how did he get this damn ship? This little ship in a bottle. How did he get the ship in the bottle? Yes, Wonder Woman gave it to him. It's like he's skipping over things that he thinks we don't care about. But no, Mr. Snyder, I care deeply about that stuff. I care about all the little things that you want to explain in your story. I care about them all. I really do. I want to know about this ship. I want to know why it does what it does. How come I've never seen this ship before? How come Wonder Woman had this ship from Poseidon before he went missing? Which almost seemed like a side chapter several issues ago. I want to know what exactly he hopes to find when it's just, oh, it's got to be someplace and I guess I got to find it because, you know, the story says I've got to. I don't want the story to tell me a damn thing. I want you to tell me things. I want to know what's inside your head. And I just feel like, you see, this is, I'm going to say something mean, but I'm fully attributing this to myself also. One of the reasons why I don't write as much as I would like to is because I'm a horrible writer. But I believe I'm a great storyteller. All right, Dungeons & Dragons, I mentioned before, I loves me some Dungeons & Dragons stories, all right? Loves me some Dungeons & Dragons stories. And push comes to shove, man, I'm all over. Go check out my Thor review for more on Dungeons & Dragons stories. But like, I could tell a mean story, dude, but as far as writing the stuff down, that's hard to do. So here's the mean thing I'm going to say. Scott Snyder has the same problem that I do. He's an amazing storyteller, but I feel like he just doesn't have it right now to write these stories. And I know it takes practices. I know it takes practice. And I'm telling myself as much as I'm telling him or anybody who's listening. Scott Snyder is one of the geniuses of the comic book industry. But it's one of those too smart to fail, like too big to fail, too smart, too good at this to get it right, I guess. You know, there's an amazing story here, but good luck trying to figure it out because he just doesn't have what it takes right now to write it down, to put it on paper and make us understand. I'll bet you he makes the best damn outline I've ever seen. I bet you it would be three-dimensional. It wouldn't just be like, you know, two-dimensional on a piece of paper. Oh, no. He would have a Christmas tree worth of outline, and like the star at top would be the Big Bang, and the base, you know what I'm saying, would actually be the, like the heat death of the universe. But just for the sake of conversation, guess what? It's not a cut-off base. That trunk wasn't cut off. That's still in the earth. So there's still the roots, which get even bigger. So after the heat death of the universe, there's so much more. So like the trunk, I guess, would be like the Dark Knight's metal. Dude, there's a lot here, but there's too much for any of us to really understand. And when I can't understand the comic book, I start to get a little bit like, why am I reading this? And I wish that it would stop. I wish... God damn it, dude. DC Comics. This is to all of DC Comics. Shut up and take a breath. How many times do I say this? Nobody listens to me. No, I'm an old man screaming into the nether. Stop. I need for certain of these stories, especially this Justice League comic book, to just stop. Stop. Take a breath. And tell me the story that you want me to see instead of going, I don't want things thrown at me, dude. I'm not as agile as I used to be in my younger martial arts days, man. I'm not like Wonder Woman doing bullets and bracelets. I'm going to be like blocking with my face. And that's how I feel when I'm reading this book. I'm getting hit in the face with awesome plot points and story and backstory and future story and hidden message. And I just need to go back to my zen, baby. I just need to go back to my zen. You know what I'm saying? Me and Raven just hooking up and hanging out in that exact order. But the point is that there's too much here to really follow. And I promise you, if you read issue number 41 of Aquaman, which should be the next review that I post, it might make a little bit more sense because what happens in this issue is barely touched on over there. But we're starting to understand things. So please go and check that out. and stay on the Aquaman book because it's effing awesome. Aquaman is an awesome character, guys, and I really hope that we can get that. But in the meantime, yeah, big, gigantic, poisonous space water kraken and gods from other places that beat up on Aquaman and make him look like a little girl. I'm down for reading the story. I just wish that it could have been told better instead of just, oh yeah, this happened, trust me. Because when you just say, trust me, this happened, it makes me think, well, what issue did that happen in? But the problem is, it didn't happen in any issue. Scott Snyder just says, trust me, it happened. I'd rather read it. I'd rather see it. It's a comic book, dude. It ain't Cliff's Notes. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.